Welcome back, everyone. You know, work, school, and daily life present constant opportunities to get lost in our smartphones or tablets and computers. Many people feel a sense of anxiety when they're not plugged in. That is really a thing. But checking and responding to messages instantly can be more frustrating than fun. Listen to this. According to Google research, 75% of kids ages 6 to 12 own or share a tablet, and 52% own or share a smartphone. Do we really want to set our kids up for a kind of plugged-in dependency? LaToya Drake is a Google technology expert who has new tips and features to help us all disconnect. LaToya, thank you so much for your time today. Google is introducing JOMO, the joy of missing out. What's it about?
If we think about it, we have not been on technology on our smartphones, our tablets for that many years, but they are deeply part of our lives. And if people are familiar with the phrase FOMO, the fear of missing out, then they might appreciate something we're calling JOMO, which is the joy of missing out. And one thing to think about there is we've done a lot of research. We've been studying tech behaviors, and we found these numbers that are really compelling, one being 20 minutes, which is the typical amount of time that people want to respond. They want to respond to a message. They want to respond to an email. And we realize that that might cause a little bit of anxiety. So in our minds, we want to get people okay with spending just as much time offline as they do online.
How can families achieve a technology balance?
We have started to introduce some new features within Android, for instance, and also within YouTube to help people achieve balance with their families and also with some of their own personal behavior. The first one is something we're calling the dashboard. This is something that allows you to see how much time you're spending on apps. It gives you notifications. It's really meant to give you the knowledge that you need to then make some decisions about where you're spending your time. Another one is app timer. This is letting you limit the amount of time that you might spend on a particular app. If you know that you're spending hours a day on one app, you might want to say to yourself, let me limit the time that I'm spending there. This is all about setting some goals. Then there's also a feature called Do Not Disturb. Again, we're talking about JOMO, the joy of missing out. We do believe that this will take some getting used to for people, so we want to make this as easy as possible. So with Do Not Disturb, if you're using a Pixel phone, all you need to do is flip the phone over. It silences your phone calls, your texts, your notifications, making it easy as just flipping the phone over again. And then finally, winding down. There comes a point in the day where people need to really separate themselves, perhaps go to sleep or read a book. And again, I mentioned we've been doing a lot of talking to consumers. We've been doing a lot of research, and we think that something as easy as fading the screen to gray will then let people know it's time to step away. It's time to, again, wind down.
What does Google really see as digital well-being, and how can we maintain that?
Well-being for us, when we think about your digital well-being overall, is setting balance. We are not suggesting that technology is a bad thing. It's a good thing. It keeps us connected. It keeps us informed. But for us, it's all about setting modifications.
Technology is part of our kids' lives. We know that. As parents, how can we help them stay safe on their devices?
So last year we introduced an app called Family Link, and what that does is it gives parents the ability to, one, approve apps that their kids may be trying to download. It also lets them set limits, like when to lock the phone or when to let your children know that it is time to set your technology to the side, you are done for the night. So this again is empowering parents to be involved and really be aware of what their children are doing, but it also sets limitations for kids, and it starts to get them to understand that you don't always need to be online, and there are times when you need to put your technology to the side.
A lot of good advice. Thanks for joining us, LaToya. Have a great day. We all know there are a lot of engaging things to do with your phone, and it's hard to break the habit. Partially disconnecting is a way to keep up with the essentials while limiting the hours of mindless scrolling. We'll be right back.